Hi, Hungries.
We're dads.
And this is the Dad vs. Dad podcast, where we bring in our mountain of issues and you decide whether it's a mountain of an issue or a molehill of an issue. That was pretty good, wasn't it, Jeremy?
Jez.
I'm Kevin.
Yeah.
I did better than you ever have.
No, you just took over everything. That was bad. You were supposed to share it, so that was a bad intro. Nice try, though. Maybe you'll get it next week.
I'm never going to get it, and I'm not even going to try anymore, ever. That's it.
Yeah, good.
I give up on intros.
How's your week been?
Oh, yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah.
It's been a long week. I've been getting up stupid early for this job and, juggling children's and whatnot. Actually, the funniest thing happened on the weekend. So funny.
Yeah.
So Rusty ran into my room and woke me up. He'd just poured himself some cereal.
Yeah.
And our cat Luna had pounced on him. And he goes, "Luna planned an attack on me." She snuck behind the curtains and then when I wasn't looking, jumped at me.
Oh,
And because he spilt his bowl and the cat went and ate it, he was like, "She planned this."
yeah, obviously. Vera
awesome.
had a pretty good one last week, actually.
Yeah.
She's oh, yeah. She was talking about, I don't know, she was talking about boys should have short hair or something. We're talking about, I can't remember, there was a boy character in something.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, but I've got long hair. It's like, it makes you look a bit like a girl. I'm like, yeah, okay. And she's like, "I bet your moustache, that makes you look like you might speak French." Where do you get that from?
Because...
Where does... Yeah, but where does a 5-year-old pick up on that stereotype?
French people have moustaches.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, that's good. That's very funny.
Yeah. That was great.
So we've checked the stats.
We did.
Yeah, and I'm a winner.
Yeah. I had more news this week.
Oh, well, go. Give me news.
Started watching Blackadder. That's my news. Again. I watched season one. I've never seen season one before, because I've seen the first episode and it was horrible. I decided to give all of season one a go. And it doesn't get much better. It's pretty awful all the way through.
Yep.
And then season two is a complete change of show. It's like all of the characters are wildly different. The jokes are way better written. Just everything is leaps and bounds better.
Was that
it's like
where there's, because it's Rowan Atkinson and there's like the slave guy?
Yeah, Baldrick.
Baldrick. And it's is season 2 the medieval one?
They're like different kind of medieval periods, each one. And then the fourth one is actually World War II or World War One of them.
Oh, wow.
Fun, though. Yeah. Anyway, that was pointless news.
I remember...
Watch the show.
I mean, I remember that being pretty funny. I haven't watched any shows.
Really
I really haven't done anything. I feel like I've just done nothing for 2 weeks. Oh, as you can see, we are different locations. Jeremy,
different studios.
Yeah, Jeremy finished work, and I he came home late, and it's a weekday, and it's a school night.
I'm away this weekend.
It's a school night.
It's a school night, and I'm away this weekend, so we're doing a surprise record.
Surprise record. Okay.
Yes.
I won the mountains with knees. Of course, knees won.
YouTubers and whatever my mountain was.
SUVs?
Nah, not that one. All of them drive SUVs. I can't remember what the other one was, but it came second.
I'll tell you.
Second with YouTubers.
I'll tell you in a tick. Burnout.
Oh yeah.
Which you'd think would be a bigger issue.
Nah, too serious.
Okay.
People are here for fun.
The wildest times. Okay. In which case, I'll come in with my mountain. Now.
Okay, what's your mountain?
Okay. Picture this. Pretty shitty day. You're sitting there. and all of a sudden someone walks in and they start taking your stuff. My mountain is robbers.
Yeah.
So,
Look.
no, you can't just jump in. I haven't said anything yet. You dick.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I wanted to bring in some news about robbers. In the last month, there's been 2 really fun newses about robbings. So,
Right.
a man in Utah, America, politely robs a bank for $1 and waits in the lobby to get arrested.
Yeah. That's not a new story, is it?
I don't know. Well, it came up this month. Why did he do that? Who's robbing a bank?
He just wanted to go to, he just wanted to go to jail. And it's either a new old story or this is a thing that happens pretty often. Like they'll go into a bank, they'll rob it for like $1, like something low, so the staff aren't going to freak out and shoot them. The police aren't going to freak out and shoot them. They're just going to come in and arrest them because they robbed a bank. So they go to jail because they have a roof over their heads, they've got food in their mouths, and it's a pretty low risk crime to steal $1.
And if you're into it, free sex.
Yeah.
All the time.
If you steal $1 from anyone else, you're not going to jail
Yeah.
for that.
Okay, so it has to be
from a bank
because it's
a
a
serious
bank robbery.
You've robbed a bank. Yeah,
I feel
it's
like
a serious crime.
banks have got it down pat now, though. They're just like, we're not going to get robbed. We just don't. We don't get robbed. Because they've got security. They've got it. Like, when was the last time you heard of a serious bank heist?
They probably happen.
They don't. I bet they don't. Anyway, the second news, which I think came out at the start of the month. It was a bit earlier. So this one I found incredible. So imagine this. You go and you rob a petrol station.
Yeah.
And then you hide yourself in a cave for 14 years so you don't get caught. Now, a Chinese man spent 14 years hiding in a cave after robbing a gas station for the equivalent of 156 yuan. Do you know what that equals to?
Like $70.
$22.50. I'd say time served.
He still got caught in the end.
Well, I mean, he served his time. He's just like...
Did they do anything to him, or they just like, yeah, whatever, you're free?
I mean, he lived in a cave. He wasn't... Like, there was photos of the cave, and it's just like this big dugout thing with like clothes everywhere. And
imagine that, because he'd think about that crime every day.
Goes out foraging for food, and he's like, "Oh man, they're gonna get me for $22."
Yeah, and like, but did he steal the fuel to drive to the cave?
I don't know. Maybe he just like needing an excuse, and he's like, they put up like a wanted sign, or like a, "Hey, has anyone seen Barry? He's been missing."
So bizarre.
It's for 14 years. You know, he would have had less time in jail if he'd just accepted the crime.
Yep.
Wild. Anyway, robbers are the worst. They make you feel bad, and they're taking things that aren't yours. It just seems like, you know, even the people who are like, they lend you something, or you lend them something, and they never give it back. Is that theft? It's not.
That's theft.
Well, robbing is so. Theft is stealing.
Yeah, if you're talking about robbers, like you're talking about robbers, not stealing or thieves.
So theft.
So people who
theft is like someone takes something of yours and you find out about it. Robbing is they take something of yours without your consent.
Yeah.
Burglary is where they break into your house.
The loaning thing would not be robbing.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. But burglary is a type of robbery, I guess.
Well, it is, but burglary is more serious because it's a break and enter, and it's theft of something and potential. It's more intrusive.
Yeah, well, I don't know the etymology or the definition of robbery, really. I know it's taking things, but because you do hear bank robbery and that kind of thing. You don't hear about someone's house doesn't get robbed, is it? Is robbery only when it happens to a store?
Yeah, because it's robbery of a business, but it's not
Is it still robbery if it's your home?
No, it's a burglary.
Oh,
because it's a personal place.
I've been robbed.
Yeah, they'll say that. But
Are they wrong?
But when they'd call the police will be like, correction, you've been burgled.
This is a very important definition to get right, because we don't want people voting for this thinking it's a mountain, thinking that burglaries and robberies are the same thing.
Well,
and because a lot of robbery, it's an act of necessity. These people don't just rob for fun.
Yes, they do.
These people are on their last. It's their last chance in the world. They need to steal that bread to feed their family.
I once had a beggar.
What's worse, letting their family die?
I once had a beggar in Woden, and he was like, money for food. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to buy him some food. I don't know what he's going to spend that money on. And, he wants food for his family. Food for family. Money for food for my family. So I went in and I bought him some food. I walked out. Here you go, buddy. He's like, oh, you don't have money? Like, do you want the food, dickhead?
No, I spent it all on you.
Come on, dude. Like, now you have to hide your sign or hide the food I just bought you. Because you can't claim, I need food. You got food.
Yeah. And a lot of them, they do. It is like there are career beggars and stuff. They've got places they live. They've got Centrelink and that kind of thing. But, their drugs and stuff cost a lot more than that. So they will beg. I think there was some problem beggars around Gungahlin a while back. Like, people would buy them food all the time. And they learned it's better to be polite and accept it rather than, be a joke about it. But, they just throw it out in the bin. So, if you see someone begging for food, look in the bin near them. If there's heaps of food in there, someone's been buying it and they're just like, no, we just need drug money.
Stop.
And I've heard a lot of people argue...
Can't you imagine walking up to that beggar and being like, mate, I just saw a bunch of food in the bin. Go on.
Yeah. It's like fresh, mate. But they a lot of people argue just it's not your business what they do with your charity. You just give them the money. Sure, they'll probably drive drugs or they'll probably, whatever. It's none of your business what they do with it after you give it to them. That's what they need in their lives. But they don't need it. They're just damaging themselves further. But that's the argument.
It's contributing to a whole syndicate of crime in that essence anyway. But
beggars is completely different.
But
they're robbers of time.
They're robbers of time
and space.
And
honestly, they're worse than robbers.
And emotional.
I'd rather be robbed than begged at. At least with a robber, you don't know about it. You get begged at, and this little bastard's in front of you. I need food. I'm like, no, piss off, mate.
Starve. It's in the bin.
Hey, go dumpster diving or something. There's a million ways to get food. Bloody rob Coles. And if you need drugs, rob your dealer.
Well, the thing that I get pissed off about with people begging for money and then someone saying, oh, but they're going to get it anyway. Well, yeah, they can, but that's my money well spent. Yeah. It's like if my kids go, oh, can I have some money so I can pay for this thing on this mobile game? I'm like, definitely not. Because you're going to get over that game in a week, and I'm not spending my cash on that. Or Rusty pulling the limbs off all his toys and going, well, it's broken now, and throws it in the bin. $30. Come on, buddy.
Jesus, yeah.
Drives me nuts. All right.
Yep.
Give me a mountain.
Okay. All right. Wait. Sorry. Did you hear that? It's probably a bit quiet.
Yeah, go again.
Big mountain ahead. Its sheer size takes our breath away. Nature's masterpiece. Picture this. A haiku. stumbled upon a sunrise one bright sunny day.
What's going on?
Haikus, my mountain. Words too few to express self. Frustration echoes.
I feel like this is just slam poetry. What?
Haikus I despise. Restrictive rules. Stifling form. No love for these lines.
Why are there so many symbols and stuff? What is going on? What? What is your mountain?
Haiku. Form mundane. Boring to some. Lacks appeal. No depth it contains.
I've never understood a haiku. I don't get it. Don't tell me more haikus. Give it up. The joke's done.
575, right? Syllables forced into form. Natural flow denied.
Just stop. What? I hate them. I think they're the dumbest. I don't get them. You're right. It's a fucking mountain. It's the shittest thing that's ever existed. But it's you know, comparing that to slam poetry, man, give me some slam. Don't haiku me ever.
Kevin's problem's small, like a pebble in the stream. Easily washes away. Haiku's a trite cliche. Cherry blossoms, frog pond, zen, enough already.
I'm way too tired for this. Stop it.
Okay.
Is that it? Have you finished?
Well, I have some more. Kevin's problem's light, like a feather in the wind, floating away fast.
It's so dumb.
Oh. Kevin's problem's small, molehills beside mountains grand. Perspective brings peace.
Are you done? It's so dumb.
Facts about haiku. Knowledge and insight incoming. Deepening our view. Haiku form simple. 575 syllables. Nature season sample.
I really love that you've got the two symbols each side. Why?
Modern times evolved. Theme expanded. Form still strict. Minimalist art.
Are you done? Are you done?
Yeah, that'll do. In case you didn't pick up on that, my mountain was haikus.
What do you have to say about them? Not in haiku. Don't express your hatred for haiku through my haiku. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Haiku structure strict. 17 syllables picked. Creative flow tricked.
I fucking love those symbols. That's made this. Just. Oh, it's so dumb. I don't know how to react to this.
Okay. Kevin, your mountain.
I just feel like I've been tricked for 10 minutes. I don't understand what's just happened. It's just... Okay. Oh, so dumb. That is so
Took a
dumb.
long time making all of those.
You needed like 2 examples and we would have been done. You fucking sat there for 10 minutes. So dumb. My mountain. It's probably contributing to why that's so funny. My mountain is staying up late. That's...
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So...
But all the best stuff happens late.
Nah.
Yeah. Podcasts happen late.
Okay.
Drinking happens late.
Drinking is probably the only time that I will purposely stay up super late and love it.
Racing happens late. There are so many eager drivers on the road when you're driving late at night. They all want to race.
They're all the guys.
Racing.
They're dumb. Okay.
Raced a Falcon home tonight in my little car.
Yeah.
Falcon, big V6 thing, straight 6 thing.
Yeah. Are you?
It won, obviously.
Are you
It's fun.
driving? Are you driving the
little car?
the V Dub?
Yep.
Yellow boy. Oh, I've named everything about it now.
That little yellow is the registration plate. This, yeah, that one.
Okay.
Oh.
So staying up late. Okay. So you're tired the next day. You go to work, and all of a sudden you've got this long ass monotonous task ahead of you. In half a mind, you're sitting there falling asleep because you stayed up late. It's always stupid past you going, hey buddy, don't worry about tomorrow. And then tomorrow is like, you son of a bitch. Why would you do that? So you have a million coffees. All of a sudden, your coffees are overload and they're making you tireder. You're sitting there with your eyes like you're staring. Your brain's 100 miles an hour, but you are just plain as day. You're still falling asleep because the coffee's not doing anything. You have fatigue and you start making mistakes. I'm going to tell you.
Well, you do.
Well, yeah, I did. Worst thing that happened. Actually, so I'm going to go down a little history.
Okay.
So when TJ was first born, I was doing an apprenticeship as an electrician. Okay.
Oh.
Yep. Was being a sparky. Anyway, so I was on a job site and I'd go out and I'd first year, so all you're doing is basically standing around and like helping them measure or, push down pipes in Rio, the boring, all that dumb stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what happened was this guy was going, what we're going to do is we're going to try and measure this line from here to over there. And I'm going, okay, seems simple enough. He's like, and when we get to that point, we'll get you to cut it at the very end. So we have the full length that we need. Anyway, so he goes off. I'm like, cool, that's enough. And he goes, yep, so that's that point, and I cut it.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't meant to cut it. And then he goes, the other length, and I cut it. And I was only meant to cut it at that point.
Yeah, the second length.
Yeah. And then he comes back and he's like, all right, how'd we go? And I'm like, yep, here we go. Here's your 2. And he's like, No. And then I realized this was data cable. So it's like $3 a meter. And we just measured out like 50 meters. Yeah. So he's like, boss is not going to be happy. So I actually lost that job. I was...
Just for that one mistake.
It was...
I get it's a costly one, but apprentices, like, psh. If anything, the guy telling you what to do should have been fired.
Honestly, I was standing there with my eyes shut. I was so tired. So
yeah.
It also came down to the fact that the person who I was working with to help me with TJ was a dick. Not a great individual. And
an insane person.
An insane person. Because, I mean, I would be, like, up all night watching The Boy. And then I'd go to work all day trying not to sleep.
Yep.
It was no good.
Yep.
So, staying up late, it ruins lives. And it's for crack addicts.
Yeah, they love it.
They're into it. They're good.
But you can get so much done if you stay up late. If you stay up late, edit podcasts, do things, watch TV, then you go to bed late, wake up early, be productive then. Just sleep as little as possible and just be productive at all times.
Maybe.
That's how I do things. That's why I accomplish so many things. That's why I'm so successful in life.
No. No. That's not how you become successful. Although I will say, I don't feel like Dad ever slept. He just has this amazing ability to be like, guess that's life, and just goes and goes and goes and goes. And on like 2 hours sleep, he just kills it.
Yeah.
I've never seen that man just like, oh, I'm a bit wrecked today. He just does it.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Good one.
Yeah, pretty awake guy.
Good one.
Although,
Petos.
You catch him just resting his eyes while he's watching the news.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, well, I mean, that's the time to shut your eyes and sleep. You know, it's not like
you're watching the most boring show on the planet. That's a mountain for another day.
It's not news.com. Anyway, give me your mountain.
I have another mountain. I didn't do a haiku about it.
Thank God.
It is... God, it's a very frustrating mountain. It's me, it's you, it's every one of our listeners, it's everyone you've ever met.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is this person. And we're going to call them empty pen hoarders. Why do people hoard pens that run out of ink? No one just chucks them out.
Okay.
It's just like they think they'll magically refill themselves or something. Like they just enjoy them cluttering up the place.
I think it's just that idea that one of these days this could come back to life.
Yeah, but it's not going
to.
It
won't.
That's exactly the thought. Oh, it might work next time. Oh, sometimes pens just don't work. No one just like chucks them. They just put them back in the pen collection.
No,
it's not just some people. It's everywhere. Every workplace you've been to, every home you've been to, you grab a pen, doesn't work. Grab the next few pens, doesn't work. Doesn't work.
I do remember
Finally
Dad.
Get one that works. Nice.
Dad used to have...
And all those pens that didn't work, you put them back in the cupboard.
Yeah, Dad used to have a pen jar next to the home phone when we lived in Scullin, and every single one of them didn't work.
Yeah, full of empty pens. I've got a bunch of pens in my place, in my kitchen. Most of them work, but I've still got a few in there. It doesn't work.
Well, just chuck them. I chuck them.
You don't. I know. I've started to try to. Like at workplaces, when a pen just stops working, chuck it.
Yeah.
Right away. Yeah. And I think sometimes you want to give it a second chance because sometimes a pen won't work for a little bit and then a couple minutes later for some reason it's working.
And why is that? Because you can see the ink. You can see that there's... Maybe that's why. It's like, nah, there's a reason it's not working today. I'll come back to it.
It could be that it's like on the outside of the tube. Like
it stained the tube. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what's happening.
I remember making first time I've ever like done something really bad in front of mum and shat my pants was when I made an ink shooter, and I was playing around with it in the lounge room, just like working out the logistics of how the band stretched and everything, and I accidentally shot it, and it shot and the head of the pen snapped off and sprayed all up the wall. Oh no! Oh, sorry! I'm so sorry.
I love those things.
Yeah, that.
But it's a mountain that we can all overcome together. We need to take acknowledgement that it is a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
It's a huge problem. It is a problem for everyone as well. Even if you have overcome it, you need to vote it up so everyone knows it's a problem so that they can also
You can't
overcome
do that.
it.
Okay, that's
All of us together, all the Hungaries, every dad ever, everyone ever, can vote it up and send a clear message. We aren't standing for empty pen holders anymore. We're going to throw them in the bin. We're just going to chuck them out. In fact, even go to your pen stash today, tomorrow even, whatever. It'll be today, whatever.
Mm.
Go to your pen stash after you hear this and just go through them. If it's not working on the first few tries, chuck it. Just chuck them. Get chucking.
I'll
Feel
tell
the
you
ocean.
what. I'll tell you what. Yeah, if you are someone who throws out a pen after Jeremy demands that you do that, then vote it. But don't get suckered into it. Okay? That pen's coming back. That pen is coming back to life. And
you're
there's
just creating
a
a never-ending problem by not voting.
No
it up.
one is
Really,
angry about this. And
they are.
Well,
no, they're not. They're not angry thinking about it. They're angry when they go to grab a pen. Doesn't work. Grab a pen. Doesn't work. Every pen.
Oh, and you know what?
You're a little bit more angry. Angrier. Until you kill someone, you're so mad.
And everyone always says, "Why do the pens never work?"
Yeah, because you don't chuck them.
If we get rid of all of them, when will you ever hear that sentence? I don't know if I can live in that world.
That'd be a good sentence to get rid of. You know, it'd be a good sentence.
What?
Chuck us a pen, just one. I know it'll work because you've chucked out all the dead ones.
See this pen? Guaranteed. Gonna work. All right.
Yeah.
Look.
Okay. It's a very short one today because we are tired, boys. And we're strapped for time. But,
you can vote these mountains up on Reddit on r/mountain or molehill. And you should definitely get on there and vote some comments. Check out some of the old ones. You might have missed some. Scroll down. You might have changed your mind. You might be like, no, actually, that's a crappy mountain. Go through. Yeah. Check them out.
Time to vote up Mount Everest.
It's
finally.
not happening. Get rid of it. It's not a mountain of an issue. And if you assume that it is, then you are part of the problem.
Yeah. Also, patreon.com/dadversedad. For sometimes there's a bonus thing. There's a monthly bonus episode, and we did put up one bonus pre-show. We've just been too busy to get to any of the others.
We didn't even pre-band today. It was just you setting up for ages.
Yeah, we were too quick.
Yeah. I
was writing all those haikus.
They were so bad. They were actually very good. Thank you.
That's okay.
I'm like, you know those like, I laugh so hard I'm tired now.
Yeah.
I was already tired, so that wasn't it.
Good. I do... Yeah. Okay. I do have one final treat for everyone, if you're ready.
Is it a haiku?
It's a haiku. The final act ends. Bye, Hungaries. Until next time. Cravings left behind.
That's it. That's the end. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.